Hey, um, language update. I'm at 369, so no milestone yet. I guess in a way I was at 109 when I gave my 300-hour update, so it's sort of a 350-hour update. Um, so something I learned that may help everyone else. Um, it's super hard to find crosstalk partners. So I just went on to Language Exchange, and think I'm finding people. I talked to one guy already, um, and sorry, Language Exchange on Facebook. There's a couple of them like that, and they're around 100,000 subscribed or joined. Sorry, Facebook groups. So I figured, well, it's a bigger pool, and I got quite a few hits. No one's, well, I talked to one guy, and we're going to try again tomorrow at 1. And I'm working with another couple of people, just waiting to hear back. Um, yeah, sorry about the reflection in the glasses. I'd rather have them on. um, so I go on to language exchanges and just find a partner. Now, I still want to do crosstalk, so I kind of pitch it like this, like you want to set up your time with them or whatever. So you set up the time, and I go like, well, hey, I'm very much a beginner, and I don't wish to speak just yet until I can get some more comprehension hours under my belt, or however you want to pitch it. But so right now, why don't we speak English for a half hour, the first or whatever, first half hour, and the second hour, um, you can speak Spanish and I'll speak English, and that way you'll get double the time in English, and then I can get some comprehension under my belt. Um, and so far they kind of push me to speak, but just whip out that double card, like you're getting double English, and I'm just getting a quarter, Spanish, or however you want to phrase it. Um, and so that's my new tactic. Worked once. We'll see what happens. Uh, I also built my own Facebook group. No one seems to be interested. It's in Spanish and it's asking for crosstalk partners, explaining what crosstalk is. Uh, it's just not a popular thing or popular enough, but I'm trying. It's too bad because, if we could, as a community, as a Dreaming Spanish community, if we could get crosstalk rolling, then you would just do crosstalk for a couple hours every day, man, that you would be moving fast. So I'm trying to get some feet in the water. I think I might start another channel, uh, like I did crosstalk here. Maybe I do start another channel and do like a beginner video, beginner English, and see how that goes. Maybe I can get some people just to contact me through Facebook and then set up, a like a Zoom call. I like Zoom. So on to why I like Zoom. I can show my desktop. Well, if you guys have ever heard of Movie Talk, that's pretty sweet. Like if you can show your desktop, you can do Movie Talk. You can pull up a movie and explain what you like about it or what's interesting. Or if they're really beginner, you can explain what the action is happening. Um, that's a good tool. I'm sure that anyone learning English would appreciate that. Um, and it's just been cool. So, some experiments I did. Um, I, um, oh yeah, sometimes I will watch like a Dream DS video intermediate, and if I struggle, I'll throw on the language reactor, and I'll watch the English Spanish subtitles, read 90% of the Spanish, and occasionally glance down to the English. And that helps to get the gist. So I'll note that video, and then I'll listen to it going for a walk or when I'm driving or doing errands or whatever. And then that gives me two passes, and it's pretty helpful. And because just straight audio for intermediate and beginner is hard to come by, except the Quantime podcast, which I recommend. It's very good. It's for beginner, maybe to intermediate, um, but it's really good because you can. Beginner content is good when you don't have your full focus, doing errands, uh, uh, household chores, or whatever. I can knock down a couple of hours relatively easy and not be too tired by paying attention to two things at the same time. And that's nice. And, just because it's beginner, it doesn't mean I don't learn. I still learn. In fact, sometimes a beginner video will fill in blanks that an intermediate video I might not even hear um, some word usage or well, I don't know, whatever. Um, some some words that, I forgot the word. It's when you mash two words together and they have a slightly different meaning. Um, Even though they're not different words, they're right next to each other and they start to have like a third connotation. Well, anyways, that's what beginner is helpful for. It's really, it surprised me a couple of times. Yeah, so Quintame is pretty sweet. Um, uh, and hmm, my next note here does not make any sense. Oh, the how-to Spanish. It's yeah, I misspelled. It said liking the hot to Spanish um, videos. Well, maybe I'll try that. But I've only watched how to Spanish, and it's pretty good. Something about like the Mexican dialect, it just sounds so much more familiar to my Midwestern ears. It's a lot easier. Still, I don't get it all, but I get more with them. And that's about it. Hope everyone's doing well. You guys find some crosstalk partners. Oh, you could join my uh, crosstalk group on Facebook if you want. If you find a Facebook group that's intercambio, sorry, could I get more? Sorry, intercambio. Um, I don't know, lenguaje. Um, Anyways, it says cross. It's in Spanish, but it's got the word crosstalk in it. Um, and there's one, me. There is one uh, subscriber, so you'll know where you're in the right place. Or if there aren't many subscribers, you'll know you're in the right place. So, this might be good to drive some English speakers to the channel. And I'll keep the hunt out. It just seems like immersion, at least immersion through videos, Pablo Roman style. It just we've got some hurdles here. People think they need to pull their hair out and spend all their time learning grammar and looking at and memorizing vocabulary, and they just don't have to. Respect though for that process, by the way. Um, but from my research, it looks like it's the same amount of hours. So why not do it the slightly easier way? This is not an easy way, but it's a slightly easier way. Um, Someone said, "Oh, well, it's a shortcut." I'm like, "Bro, no, this is no shortcut." So I think that's enough video for today, huh? Talk to you all later.